Top 10 Best Ever Sir Alex Ferguson Signings. Between 1986 and 2013, Sir Alex Ferguson was the manager of Manchester United, and during this incredibly successful period, he won 38 trophies, including 13 Premier League titles, 5 FA Cups, and 2 Champions League crowns. But all these wouldn't have been possible if he didn't sign some of the best talents in the world. So which of the numerous signings Sir Alex made can be regarded as his top 10? Let's find out. Who do you think makes number 1 on this list? Comment down below before you continue watching. At number 10 we have Patrice Evra, £5.5 million from Monaco. Evra was signed by United from Monaco in January 2006, and it is fair to say that the Frenchman turned out to be a fantastic player for the team. The left-back initially struggled to adjust to the English game, as evidenced by the fact that he was taken out during the first half of his Premier League debut against arch-rivals Manchester City. However, Evra would later showcase his talent by making 379 appearances across all competitions, scoring 10 goals and providing 40 assists. During his career at Old Trafford, the fullback won 5 Premier League titles, 3 League Cups and the Champions League. The deal, which is thought to have cost the Red Devils around £5.5 million, must go down as one of the biggest bargains in Premier League history, considering the quality and leadership he provided. His consistency in terms of appearances and performances made him a favourite of the United fans, and he is still loved today. Number 9. Dennis Irwin, £625,000 from Oldham Athletic. Dennis Irwin was one of United's most celebrated players during his 12 years with the team, but he's been seriously underrated in recent times. Irwin was just as dependable from the spot in penalties as Eric Cantona, and could take free kicks like David Beckham. The Irish player, who cost £625,000 when he joined the Red Devils from Oldham in 1990, made 529 appearances for the team, winning 7 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, and the Champions League, among other honours. He was selected for the 1998-99 Premier League Team of the Season because of his exemplary consistency in avoiding injuries and delivering a certain calibre of performance. During Ferguson's tenure as head coach, there were undoubtedly more glamorous additions, but there were few more important players than Irwin, who must be regarded as one of the most underappreciated left-backs of all time. Number 8. Rio Ferdinand, £30 million from Leeds United. When Ferdinand moved from Leeds United to Old Trafford in July 2002, he set a record for the most expensive British footballer in history. At the time, United made a sizable investment, but it's fair to say that the now 44-year-old turned out to be a fantastic acquisition for the Red Devils. Together with John Terry, Ferdinand was arguably England's best centre-back throughout the Premier League era. Before leaving the team at the end of the 2013-2014 season, Ferdinand made 455 appearances for the team. While playing at Old Trafford, the youngster from West Ham United won 6 Premier League titles, in addition to the 2007-2008 Champions League. Number 7. Steve Bruce, £825,000 from Norwich City. Not many centre-backs can manage to score 19 goals in a season, but Steve Bruce did so in the 1990-1991 season. 3 of those goals came during United's victorious Cup Winners' Cup run. His 2 late headers against Sheffield Wednesday in April 1993 will always be regarded as one of the team's greatest remarkable comebacks. Bruce hadn't scored in 6 months, but his goals pushed United towards their first championship in 26 years. On that Saturday afternoon, things for United could have been quite different. After going for so long without winning a championship, there was tension within the club, and the night before the game, Bruce had criticised his team's lack of goals on local television. His goals in the final 10 minutes of that game altered the course of the season and the club's future. In 1987, Bruce moved to United from Norwich City. He made 414 appearances for the team and won 12 trophies, including 3 Premier League championships, 3 FA Cups, and the European Cup Winners' Cup. The former centre-back actually made history by being the first Englishman to captain a team to a double, and he teamed up brilliantly with Gary Pallister to anchor the defence. Number 6. Nemanja Vidic, £7 million from Spartak Moscow. Vidic, Ferdinand's partner in crime, is also worthy of being included on this list for sure. Some might even argue that he should be higher up this list. Just like Evra, the The Serbian struggled on his debut against Manchester City, but over the course of his 8 seasons at Old Trafford, he developed into one of the best centre-backs in the world. On his official Manchester United debut, Nemanja Vidic appeared unprepared. Patrice Evra, who was also taken off at half-time in his first start for the team, contributed to his confusion in part. That day, Manchester City defeated United 4-1, but Vidic can now reflect on the event and smile. Vidic got the captain's armband and started to lead the team in the 2010-2011 season. He made 300 appearances across all competitions for the English Giants, scoring 21 goals in the process. Under Ferguson, the former centre-back won 5 Premier League titles, 3 League Cups and the Champions League. The fact that he only cost £7 million is a huge credit to the team. In fact, a player with Vidic's talents and leadership qualities would probably cost more than £100 million in today's market, where players like Harry Maguire are being sold for £80 million. Number 5. Wayne Rooney, £30 million from Everton. In the 2004 summer transfer window, United won the race for the signing of a young Rooney, who later went on to become the club's all-time leading scorer and experienced great success. Rooney contributed significantly to the success of the team and won 5 Premier League championships, 1 FA Cup and the Champions League, while scoring 253 goals in 559 games for the 20-time English champions. Under Ferguson, the former England captain was named to the PFA Premier League Team of the Year 3 times, and while the pair had a fractious relationship at times, there is no doubt that they needed each other in their respective careers. Number 4. Roy Keane, £3.75 million from Nottingham Forest. Keane was nothing short of inspirational for United, making him a near certainty for our list. He joined the English Giants from Forest before the 1993-94 season and went on to play 480 times across all competitions, scoring 51 goals from centre midfield. During his tenure at Old Trafford, Keane won 7 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups and the Champions League. Keane took over as club captain in 1997, succeeding a certain Eric Cantona. Although he left the club under a shadow, the former midfielder was a crucial part of United's success in the 1990s and the early 2000s, and the Irishman will always be regarded as one of the team's most important players. Number 3. Eric Cantona, £1.2 million from Leeds United. In November 1992, Cantona controversially moved from Leeds United to Man United in a deal that was worth £1.2 million. He would spend the next 5 years at Old Trafford, making 185 appearances across all competitions. The legendary number 7 scored 82 goals for the Red Devils, including 25 during the team's double-winning season in 1993-94. Yet statistics alone cannot fully account for his impact. Cantona's aura and presence helped United win again and again, and he turned into a talismanic figure at the club very quickly. Number 2. Cristiano Ronaldo, £12.25 million from Sporting Lisbon. Of course, everyone would agree with this one, and some would even say that he should be top of the list. Cristiano is arguably the best footballer of all time, and even though it didn't seem like that at the time, Sir Alex saw enough in young Cristiano to sign him and give him the number 7 shirt. He joined Old Trafford as an 18-year-old in 2003 after making a strong impression on many United players during a pre-season friendly for Sporting Lisbon. Ferguson developed the Portuguese player into a superstar of the highest kind, and he scored 118 goals in 292 games for the Red Devils, before he left for Real Madrid in the summer of 2009. During his time playing in England, Ronaldo won 3 Premier League titles, 1 FA Cup and the Champions League, as well as the Ballon d'Or. However, when Madrid came knocking, he was unable to turn them down. At the time of United's purchase, a number of clubs were thought to be interested in the forward, so he must be considered one of Ferguson's greatest signings. At number 1, we have the one and only Peter Schmeichel, £550,000 from Brøndby. Schmeichel's £550,000 transfer to Old Trafford was once called the bargain of the century by Ferguson. The Dane, who many consider to be the best goalkeeper in Premier League history, was another major source of motivation for the Red Devils throughout his 8 years at the club. In fact, the now 58-year-old played for United just under 400 times and took home 5 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups and the Champions League during that time. It is impossible to underestimate Schmeichel's contribution to the cause because every great team needs a strong foundation. He was in fact essential to the club's success during the 1998-99 season, famously saving a memorable Dennis Bergkamp penalty in the dying seconds of the FA Cup semi-final, before captaining the team to European glory while Keane was suspended. There are a lot of players that make a case to be at the top of this list, but none of them beat Schmeichel when it comes to the value he offered the team compared to the money he was brought in for. So, what do you think? Are you satisfied with this list? Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section. On the screen now should be another great video worth watching, so take a look at that video and we will see you in the next one.